Herkese selamlar. Sherlock Holmes'un 5. bölümüyle ikinci davamızın ikinci bölümüne kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Hadi bakalım hızlıca başlayalım. Raylar üstündeki sır. Kaybolan bir trenimiz vardı. Bu trende Mr. Robinson adında bir iş adamı ve mühendisin icadı vardı. Kendisine özel bir vagonu vardı ve tren kayboluyor. Trende sadece Şilili iş adamları kalıyor. Biz de bu adamın çantasını kurcaladık ki adam aslında bu icadı satmak istiyor. Ama birden fazla kişiyle anlaşmış ve birden fazla kişiden ön ödeme almış. Tam bir hilebaz yani. Çıkarcı pisliğin teki. Şimdi de yolcuları bu tren istasyonuna indirmişlerdi. Sonraki tren istasyonuna gideceğiz bakalım. Orada neler olmuş onu öğrenmeye çalışıyoruz.
This bin is full of empty bottles.
A fishing advertisement.
Selamünaleyküm birader, kolay gelsin. Uyuyor mu la sen?
How could he fall asleep at work like this? Excuse me, sir. Wake up. Ah, his breath. He must have swallowed half a distillery.
And that explains the how.
By his sleeping off the alcohol, you mean? Wake up, please, sir.
What? The 18-hour 72 train has arrived?
Good day to you. We are investigating the disappearance of last night's train, and we should like to ask you a few questions. Were there any passengers who got off that particular train at your station last night?
No, nobody, it seems to me. Although I did not leave my office, so...
No doubt you were very busy.
You don't say. You can't ever get any peace around here. Now you have to send a telegram each time a train arrives and departs.
Şöyle bir çıkarım yapalım adam üzerinde. Evli, peki. Şu ne? Alkol matarası. Aa, okey. Olta ipi mi? Olta ipi ne alaka?
Station Master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram that he received from you last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
Peki.
You were not tired, you were inebriated. Tell me the truth now, or I shall not hesitate to document your state in my report.
My friend means that you will end up by being sacked from your position.
All right. So I was drunk. I don't remember all of yesterday, to be truthful to you. Please don't go harsh on me.
Holmes,
Tam anlamıyla
this man has
salak.
consumed a considerable amount of alcohol. He's not entirely helpless yet, but...
It will not be long before he is. Obviously, his testimony cannot be trusted.
Aynen öyle. Güvenemeyiz.
Ah, will I ever get any peace?
Peki. O zaman şöyle yapacağız. Sağda solda özel bir şey var mı diye bakınacağız. Sanırım şimdilik yok. Diğer odalara bakalım.
A fishing advertisement. Lock. There is no sense in asking the station master to open it. We shall have to pick the lock.
Peki. Ben de kıracağız falan sandım ya. Ha, bunun kilidi basitmiş.
Bags were recently dragged here.
Çuvalların altında
French
şişeler var.
wine, a remarkable vintage. These bottles are too expensive for a station master's wage. They were likely taken from the parcels.
Shameful.
Adam hem hırsız hem neyse.
These tools were used quite recently. They are still muddy. We should ask about them.
Başka bir şey var mı?
A handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere.
Peki neden dağıtmışlar?
Watson, please tell me, do you believe in magic?
Of course not, Holmes.
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear.
Well, we both know that that is obvious. Why are you asking such peculiar questions?
A little patience, Watson. You will understand my point quite soon. So, are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Yes, of course. We saw it coming. The headlights, and heard the whistle.
But that is it. We didn't see the train itself.
Doğru.
But, oh, Holmes, I'm a little confused.
Yani biz sadece ışıkları ve sesini duyduk sevgili dostum. Trenin kendisini görmedik. Tren oraya hiç gelmedi. Peki.
I should use the appropriate object here. I should use the appropriate object here.
Teker aksı.
I should use the I should use the appropriate object here.
Peki.
I should use
Nerede bu tahta şeysi?
So,
Basitmiş.
now here we have the fake train that we saw approaching Evesham Station last night.
Doesn't look much like a train to me.
Be patient, Watson, I haven't finished yet. Try using your imagination. Our train requires only a headlight, and a steam whistle.
Peki.
We need to attach a headlight and a steam whistle. We need to attach a headlight and a steam whistle.
Peki.
We need...
Burada var mıdır? Tamam.
I need something long for the headlight to be attached.
Uzun bir şeye ihtiyacımız var. Peki. Şurada vardır. Tamam, aldık onu. Bu ne? Yangın söndürücüyü de alalım.
The long pole is now attached. It will allow us to connect the headlight. The headlight is attached. The steam whistle is now connected.
Holmes, what can we do to make the steam whistle work?
It is elementary, my dear Watson. We shall need a fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher. Now let us see what we have here. The steam whistle is ready to be used. Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night. The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
So such a thing is possible. If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Ah, Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not tell us very much at all, except that the train did not evaporate into thin air.
Although you half suspected it.
At any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden. I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our surroundings.
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive suitcase onto the cab. It made us extremely unpopular with our driver.
Neyse ki yanımızda arşiv var. Buraya gelmiştik. Dur.
A telegraph.
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but apparently not.
You have quite a number of dirty tools lying around here.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you for reminding me. I should clean them. Although, might be easier to put them outside. Seems it might start raining soon.
I meant, what were they used for?
Some workers come here and borrowed them from me. They wanted to lift the edge of the railway to one of the stations on the line, so that the water wouldn't come in too close.
Peki.
Who were these workers?
Well, they didn't seem to be from the company, but they was fine lads. They invited me to share a drink. And whatever it was, it had a kick to it. They wasn't English. No, I don't believe so. But see, they knew just what a man needed to brighten up his dull evening.
Anladım. Peki.
Ah, will I ever get any peace?
Peki sevgili dostum, peki. Şarapların nereden geldiği anlaşılıyor. Bunlar ne? Bunlar bizim bavulumuz değil mi? Peki. Şimdi eve mi gitmemiz gerekiyor? Yanımızda bir ton çanta vardı. Onların içinde gerekli malzeme yok mu yani? Neyse, gidelim bakalım. Ya gidemiyoruz da. Burada mı bıraktık yoksa? Bizim çantamız nerede?
The entire train has disappeared. It's a disaster.
Aynen öyle kardeşim. Aynen öyle. Oğlum bizim bavulları nereye koydular ya? Allah Allah. Bakalım nereye kadar gidebileceğiz. Oyun bize izin vermiyor. Bu adam bir şeyler biliyor olmalı ya, bu arada elleri falan da kirliydi zaten. Adamın çantası hala orada duruyor.
It's a scandal, an absolute outrage. I will not move from here
Peki.
until I receive my... Don't touch anything, please.
Tamam. Ne yapacağız peki? Şu ana kadar hiçbir delil yok elimizde.
It's a scandal.
Peki. Atladığımız bir şey var ama hadi hayırlısı. Selamünaleyküm hacı abi. Allah'ım, adam tutturuyor.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
Şuradaki kulübede ne var? Buraya daha önce girmedik. Girilmiyor da.
fake train. Ha! What a clever and devilish trick.
Oğlum bizim çantamız niye burada değil ya? Acaba çantalarımız zaten faytonda mı diye merak ediyorum şu anda.
Now we have two
Peki.
maps. We must combine them properly. Here it is. There is a side branch to the railway. Its first switch is located between Bridlington and Chesterfield stations. There is one more station to be visited. It is located between Chesterfield and Evesham, and there should be a side railway to the nearby quarry. There is a small section of a railway at the end of Evesham station.
Ulan ben de ne bileyim bavulları indirmişlerdir falan diye
This
düşünüyordum da.
suitcase contains my archives.
Neyse.
We can consult with it if needed.
Neresiydi? Şurasıydı. Ne tren istasyonuymuş arkadaş ya. Yalnız adamlar yapmış.
Holmes, look. There's a flooded area over here.
I believe that the flooded area might be worth checking.
Okey. Orayı çekeriz. Bakarız oraya.
A funny character. He looks anxious.
And he is not.
He is not English.
This scent is familiar to me, but in order to recognize it, I must combine my associations into one picture.
Peki. Bu geçenki Kara Peter olayındaki gemiye benzer bir şey.
A greenish
Mükemmel.
brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. Ricardo.
You already know the name of this man? Holmes, you amaze me.
No, Watson, I refer to the cigar. It is a Ricardo Turrent, a Mexican cigar of an excellent quality. Quite an expensive one, too.
Peki.
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs. Apparently, there was a conflict between the Mexicans and the Chileans. A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. These ashes and cigar stubs are similar to the one that we found on the floor. Some of the stubs were recently smoked. There are others that appear fairly old.
That means that the fellow spent several days here. Judging by his clothes, he's hardly a traveller or a tramp.
Well concluded, my dear fellow. A man who smoked the Ricardo brand of Mexican cigar spent several long days at Doncaster Station.
İlginç.
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs.
Peki adam bizi görünce kaçtı mı yoksa zaten dışarı mı çıkıyordu?
Newspaper articles on horse racing, hurdle, steeplechase and flat racing. He is a true enthusiast, Holmes.
Betting slips for horse racing. Betting slip.
Dur şunu döndürmedik.
The sums are quite impressive.
It can be an expensive vice. This man had probably used all his savings.
Peki.
A telegraph.
Dışarı çıkalım bakalım. Adam nerede? Şurada bir tane istasyon şefi var.
Railway post bags. This post bag belongs to the station master.
Direkt bakalım. Adamın borcu varmış.
The station master appears to have found himself in some financial trouble.
Senden bana bu kez güvenmeni istiyorum. Yakın bir zamanda evin üzerindeki ipoteği kaldırmak için gereken miktardan çok daha fazla para elime geçecek. Sadece birkaç gün kaldı. Dilediğin gibi. Şu anki evde ben olmadan yaşamaya devam edebilirsin. Lütfen şuna emin ol. Ben seni hala umursuyorum ve bu umursamaya son yıllarda yaptığım hatalara rağmen ve umarım beni affedebilirsin diyor. Peki. Yaptığı hatalarda büyük ihtimalle bu kumar, at yarışı falan olmalı. Selamünaleyküm hemşerim.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. John Watson. We are investigating the case of the vanished train.
Is that so? Well, good day, gentlemen. I am Mr. Duff, the station master of this station. I'll be happy to help you in any way I can, but there's not much that I can tell you about last night.
Olsun, sorun değil. Senin hakkında konuşalım. Bunalımı suratından çıkarmışızdır, umarım burnundan değil. Yani öyle umuyorum. Kıyafetleri temiz. Ama bir tane düğmesi şurada kayıp. Parmağı boş. Ama şurada yüzük izi var. Su basmış alanı soralım önce.
It appears that you may be at risk of some flooding along the line here.
You mean that the whole bloody lake is at our feet?
Quite so. But it is strange, because according to my map, there should be a quarry here, and behind that, the lake.
How should I know? I only arrived here a few months ago.
And where did you work before that?
I was working in Nottingham, but I asked for a quieter place, so they transferred me here. Life is cheaper. I can't really complain.
Okay. Yolcuları soralım buna.
Did any passengers leave or board the train last night?
No, I saw no one as usual. I reported the train's passage by telegraph, just the same as all the other nights.
Yani tren buraya geldi. Meksikalıyı soralım.
There was a gentleman of Mexican origin, I believe, in the waiting room. Did you notice him?
What? A Mexican? Here in the back of beyond? Are you quite sure about that?
I
Senden
observe that
bahsedelim.
you are a gambling man, Mr. Duff. You had hoped that your relocation to this small town might have helped ease your addiction, but it was not to be.
I beg your pardon? Addiction to what?
At yarışına sevgili dostum. At yarışına.
We found a number of horse racing tickets inside your office. Well, well, we all have our weaknesses. An expensive obsession, surely, for a station master.
It is none of your business. I occasionally attend the races with my colleagues. And anyway, that's my private life.
Peki sen öyle
Goodbye,
diyorsan
sir.
öyledir.
It is obvious that we cannot inspect the quarry. Instead, we can check the beach area around the flooded lake.
Çıkarım için +1 gelmiş. Neymiş bu? Emin değilim, şimdilik dursunlar. Şurada bir kapı daha var. Bu oyunda açılmamış kapı bırakmayacağım. Neyse, gölü inceleyelim şimdilik. Nereden gidebiliriz oraya? Göl neredeydi ya? Şu tarafta mıydı? Oyun izin vermiyor daha da ilerlememize. Şuradan mı gideceğiz yoksa? Aynen, raylar o tarafa dönüyor. Treni buraya bir yere mi sakladılar lan yoksa?
This railway branch should lead to the quarry. Let us take a... The rail is rusted and looks old, but the railway is still usable. The rail is rusted and looks old, but the railway is still usable.
Burada izler
The
var.
railway ends here. That is strange.
Burada rayların olması gereken izler var. İlginç.
A fake train.
Oyun daha da ilerlememize izin vermiyor ama. Tüh. Tamam, sahili inceledik. Ya da göl kenarı mı oluyor burası, ne oluyor? İlginç. Gidip şu adamla konuşalım. Raylar neden yok diyelim. Sen nasıl istasyon şefisin diyelim. Buraya geçilmiyor değil mi? Geçilmiyor.
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
Dur. O adam nerede? O sigara içen adam. Onu bulup konuşmak istiyorum.
The switch is rusted, but it still works.
Neyse, bir şey bulamadık. Sahile bakalım.
Here we are at the beach that is located near the quarry and Doncaster station. It doesn't look like a very good place to rest. These traces were made by a carriage. Look.
Hem de bayağı
The vehicle
derinler.
pressed this stone into the ground. It would have been quite heavy. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting. Nothing. Nothing
Ne
interesting.
yapacağız burada, anlamadım ki.
Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting. The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches. The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep. These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials.
Yani buna ait olabilirler mi?
Observing the coastline and the moored boats, we are able to see that the lake's water level dropped. The lake has flooded the quarry. The dam was probably breached. A label with the name Las Zarpas.
Tamam, sahili incelemişiz.
I'm always wondering.
Peki Sırada demir yolu makası var. Ama buraya geçmeden önce bir bölümün daha sonuna geldik dostlar. Bir sonraki bölümde görüşmek üzere. Kendinize iyi bakın. Esen kalın.